the woman that like packed up in the middle of the night and left her husband on like Christmas or Christmas Eve and he woke up to an empty house. That is all the signs of like a DV situation that she had to run from.
His wife left in the middle of the night while he was asleep. She packed everything. She left with the child. She packed everything. He woke up and realized that the house was empty. He was in the house sleeping while she left. Let me show you this video.
So this is what I wake up to on Christmas morning. On Christmas morning, by the way. Everything gone. Said she couldn't do no more. Took everything. Took the kid. Wiped out his whole closet. Like, yeah. And some of the stuff I bought for him, gone. They didn't take the TVs that I bought. Oh, I was asleep when they were taking everything. So left some of her stuff here. Like, yeah, this is all when I was asleep. Like, I don't even know what this is. So here's a part 2 of that video, right? That all of y'all hate me for, saying I'm a piece of shit, all this, right? Saying I was abusive, maybe that's why she did it in the middle of the night. So I'm thinking it happened a few weeks ago. I was talking to someone. I didn't put on mute. I forgot I thought I did. I walked in here, and she was on the phone. She tried to swipe up real quick out of FaceTime, trying to hide it from me. I saw that. I was like, oh, who are you talking to? Because I was generally curious because she was trying to hide it from me. And she's like, oh, just an old friend. I'm like, okay. I was like, okay, what are y'all talking about? This guy named Jim from a long time ago. Don't worry about it. I'm like, okay. I tried to walk out. She thought I was mad. Tried to stop me. I was like, hey, it's fine. I'm going to go back to whatever I was doing. You do what you're doing. And later that night, I discovered a picture that her mom sent her of my face and another man's face next to Braxton, my kid. And that upset me because there was a possibility when we first got back together, because we were separated, got back together, that it wasn't be mine. I told her I'm not taking a DNA test. I want to act like he's mine. I want to be the father of that kid no matter what. Because I always wanted kids. I love kids, everything. I love him. He's so cute. And I told her, I woke her up and said, hey, if your mom keeps on doing this, I'm going to have a problem with your mom, because I don't like how she's trying to see whose baby it is after I told y'all I want to be the father of this child no matter what. That's why I signed my name on that birth certificate. And about 2 days goes by and she says, oh, I can't do this no more. You're not helping. I was like, how? I work a long shift. I don't get home until about 11 hours or 12 hours after I leave the house in the morning. So I do the 6 o'clock feeding, go to work. I have to be there around 8 to 9. I have to leave the house by around 8 o'clock to get there around 9. And I don't get home about till 8, 8:30, almost 9. So I'll go home and do the 9 o'clock feeding. If I'm still up, because I have to be up so early at 6, I go to sleep around 12. And some days she does work. And yes, she does do the 12 and 3. So there's some nights, some days she works. She doesn't work for very long, like 6 hours maybe at the most. And there's some nights she does work as long as I do. And that's when I try my hardest to do the 12 o'clock shift, so she can go to sleep and do the 3 o'clock and wake up and do the 6. But she doesn't fall asleep. I'll be up at 1 or 2 o'clock and she'll still be awake. And then be mad at me, say she's not getting enough sleep. Well, she's not getting enough sleep. I told her, and then she got mad at me. She's sleeping on the couch because the baby's in there. I was like, you don't have to sleep on the couch. You can come sleep with me. We have a camera. You can watch him on the camera. And we got that settled down. We went back to our old business. 2 weeks later, between the 2 weeks, I took him out for a weekend. I went to my family in Oklahoma, and let her have like a day off, like a weekend off. Left on Friday night, didn't come back until Sunday morning or Saturday night. Gives her Saturday off. She didn't work all day. Um, I don't think she worked all day. It's been a couple weeks. She stayed up until 5 o'clock the next morning with her friend and had to go to work at 10. I came back home around. I was probably around home around 8 o'clock to do the 9 o'clock feeding. She got mad at me saying, "I didn't get no sleep. I told you have a night off. I didn't think you're gonna stay up until 5 o'clock with your friend running around North Texas till 5 o'clock in the morning." That's when she got home, about 5:10, 5:30. And I was paying all her bills. Yes, he was premature. Y'all all seen that, blowing me up on that. He was premature, and I didn't like that she was going to her mom's house with the baby because they live in a RV with no running water and electricity off a generator in an untreated field. If that kid gets a tick off the dog running around that field, an untreated field, and gets the tick on Braxton or my kid, he can get asthma. That's really bad for him at a young age. Since he's premature, his immune system is not all the way there yet. Not even close to what a newborn baby that had full term is. So that's one problem I have. I think that's where Braxton's stand. I finally got an update after a day and a half. She wouldn't let me see him, wouldn't let me know where he's at. I did nothing to that child. That child was safe with me. She wouldn't like my parents to watch him. When my mom is a respiratory therapist, specializes in breathing, the heart, the lungs. She specializes in that. But her mom, that never took care of a premature baby, could watch him all the time. Yes. And y'all hating on everybody for this, hating on me for this is outrageous. I did the best for that child. I paid for all her bills. We just got this new apartment. She hasn't paid a lick of this apartment. The electricity was $78. We've been living here about 2.5 months. She never had to pay a dime until she was going to pay this month. But she left 5 days before it was due and won't pay me nothing. She is on the lease. I paid for her car. I paid for her insurance, her phone, all her bills for the past 2 months, giving her over $1,100. Still taking care of the baby. And one morning, y'all saw, Christmas morning, I woke up and she was gone. And yes, y'all are wondering how I was asleep. I am a deep sleeper. I have no clue how to fix it. I tried loud alarms. I tried cell phone alarms. I tried sleeping for 12 hours. I'm still a deep sleeper. It takes a lot to wake me up. You pretty much have to kick me off this bed to wake me up. I've been like that since I was little. There is medicine I can take, but I don't know if I want to do that because it does change you. But yeah, this is part 2. If y'all want another one of the update that's happening today, because there's a lot more stuff that happened today, that's some big changes, but I can't say it right now. But yeah, this is part 2.
See, it's very easy to identify an abusive man if you listen to what they say, how they talk, and all of that. This man is lying, is abusive, and I just feel like he's a narcissist. So you think your wife, you are trying to tell us now that your wife just woke up one day and left while you were sleeping. You're a deep sleeper. So you're a deep sleeper. She's left just like that. Just like that. Even the fact that you were trying to provide for her, you're trying to care for the kid. The kid that is always saying the kid. I just feel like there's something off, and to me, it's not saying the whole truth. And I feel like when he posted the first video, because that was the first video he posted, when he was showing the whole thing, he was expecting people to be like, oh my god, why would your wife leave you on Christmas Eve? For your wife to leave you and take your child with her, then you're a dangerous man. I have your reaction on this video. I'd like to know your thoughts about this video down in the comment section. Respectfully, while I wash these dishes, and I'll see you at the end of the videos.
I have never seen men and women come together in the comment section of a video on TikTok. Never. I have never seen us all on one accord. But boy, did I see it on that video of that man crashing out because his girl left him on Christmas Day. When I say she left him, she packed up their house, packed up all her stuff, all their child's stuff, and left. And the gag is, it wasn't like he was at work or anything. He slept through the whole thing. He slept through the whole thing. Now, this man is really trying to get empathy. He's turned the comments off, turned it back on, maybe hoping that, it would reach a different audience. He's privated the video. He's put the video back up multiple times. He is crashing out in the video, showing his house. Oh, she left me on Christmas Day. House is empty. I mean, the big furniture is there, but all her clothes are gone. All their children or their child's clothes are gone. Toys are clearly gone. Documents, important documents are gone. She got everything that she needed, right? And he slept through it all. So tell me you're a drunk without telling me that you're a drunk. How the hell do you sleep through somebody moving out of a house that you're living in, your sleep, and she's moving out the house and you heard nothing? You were drunk. You were drunk and you fell asleep and you was in a deep drunk sleep. And everybody agreed, if this woman, decided on Christmas Eve, I'm going to pack up my stuff in the middle of the night and I'm going to be out of here on Christmas Day so I can give my child some stability clearly on Christmas Day instead of, having him with his father. Clearly the issue is with you for a woman to do that. And know that she could do that while you're in the home because you're asleep and you're a drunk. Ciao.
So this is what I wake up to on Christmas morning. On Christmas morning, by the way. Everything gone. Said she couldn't do no more. Took everything, took the kid.
Oh, that woman was scared. That woman packed up and left silently in the middle of the night. She was afraid for her life. She was that afraid to leave with a fresh out of the NICU baby because she was afraid of you. The fact that you call that baby the kid is very telling as well. But this is not how a normal, unhappy marriage ends. This is what happens when a woman is running for her life. She had enough reason to believe that you would harm her and your child, that she was 2 months post C-section, fresh out of the NICU child, and she left. I don't need to know much else. I don't need to see the part 2 that you posted. She left you because she is terrified of you.
The video of that guy who's walking around his house and he's talking about how he was left by his wife and she took the kid. The comment section is one of the main reasons why I freaking love this app, because literally he posted it so that people be like, sorry, brother. And everybody in it was like, why'd she have to flee in the middle of the night? And then I saw this other video that this girl posted talking about the comment section, and one of the people who helped her get out was commenting in that thread. And she was like, he got so drunk and was passed out. We probably had hours to get him out, but she was out in 30 minutes. And if anyone ever has to describe the way that you have to leave somewhere as we got her out, brother, you are my brother in Christ, my brother in Satan. You are the problem. And I hope that you reflect upon it. And I hope that you never see that woman and that child ever, ever, ever again. And to the people who showed up on Christmas Eve to absolutely get that girl out of there, y'all are angels. I hope y'all are partying, okay? I hope that today's Christmas, okay? Every day is now Christmas because y'all are no longer in that man's life. What a piece of shit.
On Christmas morning, by the way. Everything gone. Said she couldn't do no more. Took everything, took the kid. Wiped out his whole closet. Yeah. And some of the stuff I bought for him, gone.
DV shelters advise women to leave in the middle of the night when their abusers are asleep, especially if there's children involved, because children become leverage to abusive men, just like your safety, health and all of that is also leverage to them. And when that they are losing control is when they are the most dangerous and deadly. So another red flag on this video is that he called his son the kid. Yeah, she went and took the kid. in his little woe is me video that has no stitches and no duets available. So I wish her and her kiddo all the best. Yeah. Women don't make this decision, especially with babies that age, lightly.
While we're all cackling and cheering and giggling and keeking about the woman that like packed up in the middle of the night and left her husband on like Christmas or Christmas Eve and he woke up to an empty house, that is all the signs of like a DV situation that she had to run from. Like, the signs are there, y'all. She only left anything that he bought. If you notice, he says in the video, oh, she left everything that I bought for our son or the kid. He doesn't even call the baby his son. He says the kid. Yeah, that she was being advised, whether it was a lawyer or like a domestic violence advocate or somebody, but she was being advised. That was a DV situation. That man is an abuser. And then at the end, she leaves the Texas law paperwork on the counter to make it very clear like where she stands and that she is working with like an attorney. So yeah, while I'm very happy for her, y'all realize that man is a abuser piece of shit. That is a clear exit plan for somebody who's going through a DV situation. To leave in the middle of the night like that and to have everything moved out and packed, she's been probably slowly moving stuff out for weeks and slowly making her exit plan and decided that she didn't want to spend another holiday with that piece of shit. And he really had the nerve, and that's how you know this ain't shit, because he really had the nerve to get on the fucking and post that shit with his narcissistic, stupid ass. And that's why you got ate the in the comments, you piece of shit. And what confirmed it for me was the follow-up video he made. And if you listen, he tells on himself. He says that he didn't want her to go to her mom's because of their situation at their trailer. He was trying to isolate her. Then he says he paid for everything. I paid for everything, but she did actually work. So she worked, but he paid for everything. He said that he helped with like 2 feeds, right? But then he worked 16-hour days. Okay, you helped with 2 feeds. Were you helping with any of the other household labor? Anything else that had to do with your son? But you just paid for everything, right? So you had financial control over her. You were trying to financially abuse her. And then his lack of care for his son. He doesn't even call his son. He says the kid. And he's more concerned about the TDs than he is his own kid. It's the language he uses. It's very clear. He also says that I allowed her to, have days off. You allowed her to do what? What do you mean you allowed her? What is allowing somebody? She's not your property. It's all in the details, people. Narcissists and abusers are really good at like hiding in plain sight, but you have to literally pay attention. And that man is screaming red fucking flag. That whole situation is screaming she was in a bad abusive environment and she was running from her husband and took the child. Tell me I'm wrong. He deleted everything now too, so you can't even go back and watch it. But if you really were paying attention, the signs were all there.
One thing we should know is that an abusive man would never come and tell us that, oh, I was abusive to this woman, I'm a terrible person. They will not do that. They always want to justify whatever they are doing. Oh, she did this, she did that. A woman will not just leave. See, I keep saying it. I do not pity any man that come online and be crying and say, my wife left me. A woman will not just leave you if you're not a terrible person. You're not even just a bad person. You're a terrible person. Women stay with bad men, that they're not good for them. Women will stay, endure, have self-control, be patient, try to see if they can change you. But if a man should leave and pack all her things and leave with no clue, she has been planning it, you're a terrible person, back to back, and she's afraid of her life. And that's why she left like that. And I don't get it. You were in the house. You were in the house and you're proud to tell us that you're a deep sleeper. Like, I do not get it. Are you not supposed to be protecting the family as a man? You're a deep sleeper. You say there's a drug you can use, but you don't want to use it. It's going to change your life. So what if there's something happening and that's how you sleep throughout the whole thing? Something happens to your family that you slept throughout. And you're proud to say that you were asleep. The fact that you even came online and tell us that you were asleep, all this happened when you were sleeping. It doesn't sound like are you trying to make us like say she's a terrible person and she did it when you were sleeping? She didn't do it like you were sleeping. And thank God somebody said that the person that helped the lady, the woman to pack her things, said that you were drunk. And you know men now, when they go out to drink and enjoy themselves, they sleep deeper than usual. So that explains everything that you wouldn't know. They were moving things in the house, and you were sleeping. It's not like she was packing the things little by little. Most of the time, when a woman wants to leave, they kind of move their things little by little till you don't know. They finally completely move their things. So you didn't even know. She moved everything at once. And she was trying to have a perfect Christmas for herself and her child. That was why she did that on Christmas Eve. It was all planned because you're a terrible person. I do not buy this, or I was trying to provide, or I give her money, or the fact that it's even emphasizing on the amount it's paying, or I did this, I gave her time to, a weekend off, and you came the next day. Say you give her a weekend off to she like. You guys, what is your take on this video? Let me know your thoughts about this video down in the comment section. Respectfully, as always, Sugar Mara David, and thank you so much for tuning in to this video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and share and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next one, guys.